Do you have a simple grab and go paint kit? Today I thought I'd show you mine. I'm Pat from Scribner Art and Design on Vancouver Island, Canada. So I love to get outdoors when the weather is nicer and be able to just go sit on a rock somewhere or at a picnic table and do a little sketching. So I thought I'd show you my little setup so there's no excuse for you not to find time to paint. So I have this little bag that has some compartments in it and a shoulder strap. It's a purse of sorts. I think I got it in Mexico many years ago. I'm going to show you what I have packed inside of it. So let's open this up and take a look. So the first thing I have is one of these small water vessels by Faber-Castell. So it looks like a little flower pot and it holds a bit of water. So I always have a water bottle with me. If I can't find a source of water, I can just decant some from my water bottle if I need some water. So I have that. And then I have some paper towels. So on the paper towels, I cut them down to a smaller size. This is more economical. Usually don't need one big piece. And then I have a plastic bag, Ziploc, that I can put wet paper towels in to take back home. I have a pencil case. This is one of my designs printed on here. I have several to choose from in my online shop. So in here I have a package of 4 Pitt artist pens in black. They're India ink, so they do run. I have a few other goodies. Now there's lots of things you could take and I could scale it down more than this. I have a piece of charcoal. I have this fabulous Derwent watercolor brush. So in essence, unless I take other brushes, I really don't need this little water vessel at all for this setup if I just bring this brush. Depends what I want to do. So I'll show you how this works, but it has the water right in it, so that's really handy. So I have a variety of dry media here. This is another pen from Germany. It's a Wangning, and I like that pen. I have some Aquarelle Stabilo. This is the Markol pencil, as is this red one. I have a Derwent sketching pencil. These are a couple Caran d'Ache crayons. These triangular shaped ones are art bars. They come in many colors. And these are Graph Tint by Derwent sketching pencils. So with that I can do quite a bit. And I got a couple pieces of small paper. So I will show those to you, but before that I'll show you, I don't actually take small paper, but you could. I instead have this little sketchbook, and it just has decent enough quality paper in it that I can just use it to sketch when I'm outside and apply some water. So it's just handy to have and easy to carry, and it fits in my purse baggy thing really well. So the last thing I have in here is a set of Lucas watercolors in a palette, and that's going to give me a lot of variety in my color as well. So just a small set. So, do I have anything else in here that I'm hiding? My bag, I showed you that. And some business cards. business cards come in handy because often we run into somebody that's fascinated and we want to give them a card so that they can look us up and get further information. So I'm just going to tuck these back into the bag, and I'm going to show you how a few of these things work. This is another pen I have that's a water one. These were less expensive pens and the ends have fallen off, but I mean it still works. I just prefer to fill it out in the field in case it leaks through there. So it's a bit bigger nib on there. So I'm going to put some of this graph tint on the paper. So we can start by drawing and then come along, and I can dispense some water on this just by squeezing to get the nib a bit wetter. So that's the ink tints, or sorry, the graph tint. I have it in an indigo color too, so you can buy these as open stock, and that makes a nice blue. So the next thing is these art bars, and they're kind of waxy. So I have that blue one. I have this one which I think is raw. It's burnt umber. Oops, and I broke it. This is what happens with these. So that, and this one is mid-gray. So that's really, really rich and pretty. We have some browns, so the burnt umber, and the mid-gray. Okay, so these are Caran d'Ache Neo colors, and I just grabbed a couple. It's kind of a green and a bit of an orange. And again, they flow as well, so you can get lots of mileage out of them. And this is a Derwent sketching pencil. You can just simply sketch and wet that pencil to do some shading. Then I have the Stabilo Mark All pencils. So I have one in red and one in black. And you can see that these really, really mark nicely, that they're very rich in their color. I also have a piece of charcoal in here. So charcoal is easy to use out in the field as well. It can be a little bit messy, and you can move it around with some water. And then of course the Indian ink pens. So these come in different nib sizes. So that's a 0.7. .5, 0.3, and a B. So that's going to be heavier. And then I have the sorry, I said that backwards. Wangning. It's a hard word. So those are the different pens. I wouldn't need all of these, obviously, but just to show you, they're all going to move slightly. So the Indian ink is pretty stable. It's not moving too much. Yeah, so those are the things that I've packed in there. I think I'd also like to take maybe a flat brush just to be able to get a few bigger marks on. But that gives you an idea, and this is tons of stuff. You could simplify this way more than this for sure. You don't need all of these things, but I thought I would show you some of the things that I consider taking when I go. And if I took a flat brush and maybe a little round, I would take this water container as well. So I like to keep it as small as possible bag to carry when I'm walking so that it doesn't start weighting on my shoulder. And I have some other setups for plein air that I can show you in the future. I have an easel set up, and I haven't done plein air too much, but I do like getting out and painting in the summer. So there, I'm all set and ready to go, packed up. I can grab this when I go for a walk and be ready in a moment to make a little sketch. I hope you try doing something like this yourself. And if you do, and if you have a setup that you'd like to share, please leave a comment. And if you would like to see my larger setup for plein air, please let me know and I'll make a video on that too. Have a great day, stay safe and well, and we'll see you soon.